We are amazing because our passion is limitless and our drive is intense. Therefore, you will not deny our grind. You are now listening to the Faith, Grind, and Inspire podcast.
Hey, Jamari.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome back to another great episode of Faith, Grind, Inspire podcast. I am your host, Gene Alert, and today we have not one, not two, not three, not four, not even five, but we have about 7 special guests today. This is a special day because we're actually recording on an off day, and we're going to release this podcast as a special podcast, right? Because these guys are special to me. This is my program called Faith, Grind, Inspire, Groundwork. You've been hearing me talk about my work in the schools for the last 2 years. But today I actually brought some of the kids to the podcast, and we're going to record and hear from them. So, you know, I applaud you guys. How you guys doing?
Good.
What's up? You good?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. So, on the mic, first up, real sharp. His name is Jamari. Say what's going on. How you doing, man?
What's going on? I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, he said I'm chilling.
keeping it real.
Keeping it real?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Well, so tell me what grade you're in. Tell the people who you are, where you from, Queens.
My name is Jamari. I was born in Trinidad and came up here. Got raised in Queens, Jamaica, New York. My 8th grade. And yeah.
Okay. All right. So tell me, what did you learn from the program?
I learned how to be positive. I have to learn how to be, you know, a good kid.
Off mic, you said some cool stuff, man. Just tell me.
It's basically the word I'm trying to say is precaution versus cure.
Precaution versus cure.
Yeah, I mean like trying to stay out of trouble, be a nice positive kid, lead other people in a good path.
Mm-hmm. How were you before?
I was cutting class, not doing homework, acting up in school, and then when I met this mentor, Dr. Gene Alert, I started doing good in class. After meditating, it will make my day feel good.
All right. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to continue after the program. You got to continue to meditate. You got to continue to, inspire other kids to do the right thing, go to class, avoid conflict, whenever possible, and just stay on the right track, man. Do good in high school. What school you trying to go to?
Transit Tech.
Okay, Transit Tech. All right. Cool. Positive, man. Let's bring some of the other guys up. My man, Matthew.
What's up?
So, Matthew, what's going on, brother?
Nothing, just chilling, Cool.
Matthew, you were a fun part of the program. So it's been a good 12 weeks, man. We had a good time. So tell us where you from, what grade you in.
I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush. But I moved here. When I was in 3rd grade, I moved to Queens, New York. I live in South Ozone Park. I'm in 8th grade. I go to MS226. And, yeah.
Yeah. So how do you like the program?
I like it a lot because, I feel like it's sort of a way I could get away from a lot of stuff because I get into, a lot of problems with, my parents at school. And I just get, a lot of trouble and a bunch of stuff. So when I'm there, I feel like I could tell you guys get anything off my chest, because I don't really feel comfortable telling anybody else. And I know that, once I tell y'all something, it stays between all of us, so I'm comfortable here.
That's cool, man. So it's a safe space.
Yeah, basically.
That's good. That's what we actually want. That was one of my main goals for the program. We call it groundwork for a reason, because I feel like you have to have a strong foundation, and having that trust with the young men, especially you guys, was important to me. So appreciate it. Thank you, man. All right. Who wants to talk? What's up, Talib?
Nothing.
So you're new to the program.
Yes.
What, 7 weeks in? So tell me a little about who where you from, and.
All right, my name is Talib Belcaris. I was born in Honduras, but my family moved me out to Queens when I was about 3. I had 2 sisters, but one of them is very distant now. But one of my other sisters are working on the airport, and she's probably even going to get her flying license soon because she wants to become a pilot.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what did you learn from the program?
Well, the program helped me to learn not to take little things so seriously, because sometimes with the school where I come from and, the neighborhood, a lot of bad things go on, and petty fights happen over this and that. A lot of people get hurt in the process, but this program just taught me not to get caught up in that, and that I could have a much brighter future and getting into all this petty nonsense that goes on.
Appreciate it, man. So you saw a lot of value because you feel like there's another option.
Yes.
And that's another thing. We talk about exposure and just exposing kids to a different, showing them a different life. Like you could be successful without being a rapper and basketball player, and also just showing the world is bigger than the hood. You know what I mean? Like, it's bigger. Like, so right now we're in Madison Square Garden, recording, you know what I'm saying? So this is a good thing just to exposure. So I appreciate you. Thank you. My guy, what's going on, man? Introduce yourself.
My name is Demetrius Sanderson. I'm in the 8th grade. I'm 13 years old. And my time working with Dr. Alert, it was like very chill, very cool. It got me away from like stuff that's happening in my family. And like, it teaches me a lot of stuff about life. Like when we meditate in a group, it makes me feel like I'm with a real family that could look out for me, and I could like spread some things off my chest when I'm frustrated.
Yeah. So you really like the meditation part?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm glad, because I started meditating because in my life I started I wanted control. And I started like losing control because there's so many things as an adult, so many things that come and play into your life, So I wanted to introduce meditation to you guys because you guys are also dealing with a lot of things, school, tests, parents, outside forces, media. And I just wanted to use this tool to help you guys so you guys could create that balance in your worlds young. And if you guys start now in 8th grade, by the time you guys get, my age, you guys will be super control of any situation, any room, and you'll be able to like navigate it, in the right way. So I thank you. So anything else you want to share, what you learned from the program or anything?
As everybody else said, precaution versus cure. Walk away from a problem when it's escalating into something really big.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Last but not least, so introduce yourself.
I'm Jasani Clark. I'm 8th grade. I live in Queens. I don't really know where.
All right.
Forgot.
So, all right, you live in Queens.
Mm-hmm. But I'm so sick.
Yeah. So what did you learn from the program?
What I learned from this program is how to stay calm. Like he said earlier, just how to control most of the situations that you might find yourself in. Like caution versus cure, it actually helped me, but unfortunately, I got suspended throughout this program. I didn't fully was aware of caution versus cure and how big that can actually help you. And again, I really didn't mean to get in that situation, but I apologize. But precaution versus cure is one of the main things that actually helped me through this program. I thank you for that. Thank you.
Oh, no. I hope that you learn from that experience and you can move forward from it, and it won't happen again. And if you put yourself in the situation, and it's interesting that the situation you were in was the sort of example that we talked about in the program,
I was just there though.
Yeah, I know. And because you were just there, that's what happens. Sometimes you have to remove yourself because you all have the spidey sense. And the spidey sense lets you know, like, danger's coming, and you have a choice, and we spoke about that. You have a choice. You could either stay, right? You have to stay, and then there's a possible cure, or you could leave, and that's the precaution part. Right, Jamari? Yeah. So, well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Bro.
All right.
Again, I thank you for this program, my man.
No, absolutely. Actually, I got one more guy I want to bring on. So, introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Matthew Smith. 7th and 8th grade. I'm about to transfer. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Well, raised in Flatbush, Ocean Ave. I'm from Haiti, partly Dominican, and like what I learned from Dr. Alert's group is practice. Just stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble, and like make sure like you're not around the wrong people. Because if you're around the wrong people, they're gonna lead you down the wrong path.
Surround yourself with the right people. Facts. Well, you are actually one of the school's like top skateboarding kids, man. Like you have a talent. So tell them about your skateboarding.
Yeah, it's really fun when you like get into it. There's mostly a lot of kids doing it, but like when I moved out here, I learned that there's not really a lot of people that like does the same thing that I do. Sometimes I would like get made fun of or get like a little schmuck or something like that, but it's no big deal. Like that's why like travel a lot, because like there's more people out there. You travel a lot, that way you'll find better people to be around. I mean,
they have similar interests.
Yes,
that's cool. So how did you get into skateboarding?
Actually, well, in my old house when I lived in Brooklyn, there was like a lot. There's two types of neighborhoods. There's like one where there's like mostly like wealthy people and stuff, and then there's like the so-called hood, and like I lived on the other side. But like I like to go over there because I like to look at the nice houses and stuff. And like I met this cool kid called Nick. He's really cool. He had like a big house and like a few like obstacles in his backyard. And then he was like, "Yo, you should come over sometime and like ride with us." I was like, that sounds pretty cool. Then that's when we like, kind of like clicked as best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I still like talk to him to this day. I was actually just out with him like not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago, for like I think Thanksgiving, and then we were riding and stuff, and like well, damn, dang it, my bad. But back to the story. We're like best friends now, and he kind of gave me like a scooter, and they're like really expensive. So like, I was like, really? He was like, yeah, I heard it's your birthday. I was like, how? He's like, I don't know. Like, word got around from your brother. It turns out that like he used to know my brother. Because my brother, he liked to skateboard and stuff, but he quit now. But like he used to look up to him because he was really good at it. And once they stopped skateboarding, they switched over to scootering, and it was a real big deal for them because they started getting like likes on Instagram, like a lot of likes, just like me. And it's like they started getting followers, and all the stuff started piling up. Then that's where I came in. I made myself like an account. I was like, hey, I should try this, and then started posting clips and stuff, and it got really popular. I remember this company. I think it's called Hive Scooters. They came, they said, I'll shout you out if you like start rocking our brand, and like.
So you started doing co-branding already.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. Well, I applaud it. I want you to continue to keep going and keep grinding, keep inspiring and just stay focused. When you get to high school, just stay focused. Keep surrounding, and this message goes for all of you guys. Just keep surrounding yourself with the right people. Remember precaution versus cure, and just keep on the right track. As long as you do right, you're gonna do good in life. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys. Thank you. I want to thank Brianna. I want to thank Tim, our producers, for helping us out today on this podcast. I want to thank all our listeners who are like, wait a minute, what's this extra podcast about? So this one we're going to release sooner than later, and it's going to be cool. So thank you guys. God bless, and congratulations, guys. Peace.